This is a 1941 Chevrolet Coupe, and we're going to take it for a quick drive, show you around the car. This is actually one of my favorite cars I've had. I've been doing this business for 7 years now, and I just love pre-war cars. Somebody did a fantastic job making this a sweet driver. It's got a 350 V8. Turn that radio down for a minute. I got to manual shifting there with a camera in my hand. Sorry about that. Trying to turn that CD player down. Anyways, just to stop it and kind of start all over in a sense. Trying to turn that CD player down, and anyways, car's got good horsepower, good pickup. Transmission shift's great, nice crisp shift. This is a super fun car. Steering is perfectly straight. It's got a Nova front clip on it with a power disc brakes, power steering, independent front suspension obviously. It's got a small mild build 350 with a 350 turbo automatic transmission. Power steering rocks, gotta love it. So definitely, you know, some improvements over the original. One thing that I love is that nothing sounds better than listening to Satchmo in a car like this. Pop the hood. I was gonna say one thing I love is the interior. Let me show you the engine real quick and then we'll take a look around the car. The engine runs fantastic. Serpentine belt system. New aluminum fins, old school style valve covers and air cleaner. Aluminum radiator, electric fan. You can just hear the engine runs perfect. It's got a brand new Borla exhaust system on it. It's got a fine sounding exhaust. The thing I like about it is just it's a mellow, but got kind of a hot rod sound to it. You can hear the little cam in it. Just a mild, real mild cam there. I was going to say earlier, one of the things I love about this car is that it's, you know, the dash and everything still maintains a fairly original style, but it's got the flair of some extra chrome, and the clock has been replaced with Dolphin gauges and all Dolphin gauges. Tachometer needs to be hooked up, speedometer needs to be hooked up, oil pressure works, voltage works. For some reason the water temp just stopped working, but I'm sure it just needs a new sending unit, and the fuel tank does work. The horn works. Let's see. Got an old school Awuga style. Interior looks like brand new. Really, really sharp looking cloth interior, which is nice. You don't bake your legs when you're getting in and out of it. The one thing I don't like though is the seats do not fold. The seats do kind of lean forward and backwards a little bit, but they don't fold forward to give access to the back seat very easily. Headliner is in fantastic shape. Everything inside looks great. Tilt steering wheel, of course. Automatic transmission, as I said before. Blinkers work, turn signals work. Windows roll up and down easily. All the glass is brand new. Tinted windows. All brand new weather stripping. Really, really sharp interior. It's got a CD player in there. I'm not sure if you heard me playing that. I think we got some Louis Armstrong in there. I got some Ella Fitzgerald. I'll leave the CD in it too. Just burned a CD. But it's really nice. What I love though is you've got your original radio still in it. And this is hidden down there. One of the things I would do if I was keeping the car is I'd probably move that CD player into the glove box. That's just me. It's got speakers down below too, so you can crank it up, crank up the rock and roll if you want to. Yeah, one of the things I love is when I'm confident enough to send my wife to run errands and take the kids to dance class and all that in a car, and this is one of them. We had the van, our minivan in the shop the other day, and Jennifer said, "What am I going to drive?" And I said, "Go drive the 41." And she did, and she said, man, that thing drives awesome. So I mean, the car runs awesome and good enough for my wife or my 18-year-old daughter to drive. So nice straight body, really presentable driver quality paint job. It's got a touch of metallic in it, kind of a mystic style as you walk around it. It kind of a candy mystic, you know, changes a little bit of a change of a color to it. Some red, candy red with a hint of orange in it. If you wanted to make a show car out of it, you'd want to blast it down and repaint the whole thing. But it looks really sharp the way it is. Really pretty driver. 18-inch Boss 338 wheels with the 8s in the front, 9.5 with the big lip. I've got, if you look in the still photography, the very last picture on the ad, you'll see the old school style original wheels. It's actually mini tubbed in the back, so you can put a really fat wheel back there. In fact, this one is 9.5 inch, and it's not even big enough. I could put 11 or 12 back there if you wanted. So as always with any of my cars, when I put wheels on them, I'm always willing to sell them with the original style wheels and take $1,000 off the price. So but I think these wheels look fantastic, so give it a nice hot rod look. The keys work and the trunk lock works. In fact, I need to grab the keys out of it so I can show the trunk real quick. Lights work, brake lights, turn signals. There we go. There's some extra parts back here in the trunk. I'd forgotten about that. There's a really nice expensive car cover. Some extra parts. I don't even know what they are. Just a few little things. Some light bezels. It does have a fuel cell in the trunk. And that might be another thing I would do too if I kept the car, is I might consider, you know, moving the tank back to the original spot underneath the car. Walking around the entire body on the outside, I don't see any evidence of rust whatsoever. No bubbles, nothing like that. Now I do see there is one spot, there is one bubble spot on the car. Everybody kind of try to point this out to me. You can see that pretty good. Every once in a while you get a paint like this and it bubbles there, and if you pop it with a pin or something, you could try and extinguish that, but then you get water underneath it. So it's unfortunate because it's pretty new within the past couple of years. But just that one spot, and some of the professional guys know how to get those bubbles out, but that's more of an air bubble, not a rust bubble. So yeah, like I said too, if you wanted to put a high quality, high dollar paint job on this car, it wouldn't take much more than sanding it down and blocking it a little bit, because the body is very, very straight. You look down the side photographs and see that. Underneath the car is excellent condition. You'll see that it's been cleaned and detailed. Frame rails and floor pans are in excellent condition and rust free. By the way, I think I did say that earlier, mention that earlier, that is a Borla exhaust. Beautiful floor pans. Inner fender wells are in fantastic shape. There's no rust on this car. This is a car I can say is 100% rust free. Now if we find some while I'm doing the video, then I'll take it back. But I believe, I've looked at the car a few times. Like I said, they did mini tub it in the back, so you can see where they cut the frame a little bit and pulled it in. I think they did a great job. Looks very professional. Everything under here is very clean. Now, in my opinion, personally, the single only thing I would do to this car is I would lower it about 3 more inches. It has kind of a high, you know, factory style stance, and with the hot rod wheels on it, it almost looks like it sits up a little too high. But it's not very expensive to lower. There again, you can see everything looks clean and nice. Got an auxiliary transmission cooler. Nice, very, very nice and clean. This car was built by an elderly gentleman and some friends, and then sold off to another elderly gentleman, war veteran, older military guy. These are the guys that keep, you know, the cars always indoors, always take good care of them. So the cars have always been in good hands, always been kept indoors. Like I said, brand new glass windows, roll up and down, awesome. I mean, this is a sharp car. And pre-war car, 1940, 41 Chevys are awesome. This is a 41. You gotta love it. The coupe with a little window in the back. And I think somebody's gonna have a fun time with this. This one's turnkey. It's really ready to go. And you know, take it to the next level if you want, but enjoy it just like it is.